Chosen one, only few survived. This 3-time death mark you're one of them. There is something deeply urgent that your heart needs to hear right now, something that feels almost too powerful to ignore, because this moment carries a quiet weight that could change how you see your entire life from this point forward. You were never meant to stumble upon these words by accident, and there is a reason your eyes are resting here with a strange sense of familiarity and peace. Type 1616 if you believe. There is a gentle but undeniable truth moving toward you right now, wrapping itself around your spirit like a warm light that refuses to leave you in darkness any longer. You have been carried through things that should have broken you completely, yet somehow you are still here, still breathing, still searching, and that alone is not something small or ordinary. The path you walked was not easy, and there were moments when everything seemed to fall apart in ways that felt permanent and irreversible. Yet something unseen held you together, even when you felt like you were slipping away. There were nights when your soul felt tired beyond words, when silence felt heavier than noise, and when hope seemed distant and unreachable. Still, you remained, and that is not just survival, that is a quiet miracle that speaks of something greater than your understanding. Type 1111 if you trust in God. There is a story written over your life that goes beyond pain and beyond struggle, and it carries a deeper meaning that is slowly unfolding in front of you. Take a gentle moment to pause and feel the presence of something loving and patient surrounding your life right now, because this is not just another ordinary moment passing by unnoticed. If your heart feels even a small connection to these words, take a second to like this video, because your small action can help someone else find this same comfort and hope that you are beginning to feel right now. There is a reason why your journey has been different, why you have faced things that others could not understand, and why you continue to stand when everything around you tried to bring you down. There were 3 moments in your life that could have ended everything, moments that felt like doors closing forever, moments when fear stood so close that it almost took your breath away. These were not just difficult times, they were deep valleys where it felt like light had completely disappeared, and yet somehow something pulled you through each one. You may not have seen it clearly at the time, but there was a hand guiding you, protecting you, and refusing to let you fall beyond recovery. That hand was never far from you, even when you felt alone, even when you believed no one was listening, even when your prayers felt like they were fading into silence. The love of Jesus Christ does not always come in loud and dramatic ways. Sometimes it comes quietly, gently holding your heart together when everything feels like it is breaking apart. It is in those silent moments where His presence becomes strongest, where His care becomes the reason you keep going even when you do not fully understand why. You were marked not for destruction but for preservation, not for defeat but for a purpose that is slowly revealing itself through every step you take. The things that tried to end your story only became chapters that shaped your strength, your compassion, and your ability to stand again. God has been watching over you with a love that does not weaken or fade, a love that remains steady even when your faith feels small and uncertain. There is something deeply beautiful about the way He has carried you, even when you felt like you were walking alone, because, in truth, you were never alone for even a single moment. Every tear you shed, every silent cry you held inside, every moment of doubt that filled your mind was seen and understood with a patience that only He can offer. This is not just survival, this is a quiet transformation that is preparing your heart for something far greater than what you have known so far. There is a reason why your spirit still feels a pull toward hope, even after everything you have faced, and that reason is rooted in something eternal and unshakable. Jesus Christ did not forget you, did not overlook your pain, and did not allow your story to end in those dark moments where everything felt lost. Instead, he stood with you, guiding you gently through the storm, even when you could not feel his presence clearly. That kind of love does not disappear. It grows stronger with time, shaping you into someone who carries light even in the darkest places. You may not fully understand why you were spared, why you made it through situations that could have taken everything away from you, but there is a purpose in that mystery. There is something ahead of you that requires your presence, your strength, and your heart, something that would not be possible if you had not made it through those moments. God does not waste pain, and he does not allow suffering to exist without meaning, even when that meaning is not immediately clear to you. The journey you have walked is part of a greater story, one that is still being written with care and intention. There is healing beginning to take place within you, even if it feels slow and gentle, even if it does not come all at once. It is like a quiet light growing inside your soul, pushing away the darkness little by little, reminding you that you are not defined by what tried to break you. You are defined by the love that carried you through it, by the grace that held you together, and by the strength that continues to rise within you each day. This is not the end of your story. This is the beginning of something new, something filled with hope and quiet restoration. There is a peace waiting for you, a peace that does not depend on circumstances or situations, but comes from knowing that you are held by something greater than anything you face. Jesus is close to you right now, closer than your fears, closer than your doubts, closer than the memories that sometimes weigh heavily on your heart. His presence is gentle, not forceful, and it invites you into a place of rest where your soul can finally breathe again without fear. You do not have to carry everything alone anymore. You do not have to hold on to the pain as if it defines you. There is a future opening up in front of you, one that is not controlled by the past, one that is not limited by the things you have been through. God is leading you forward with a quiet confidence that does not rush or pressure you, but gently guides you step by step into something better. You are not forgotten, you are not overlooked, and you are not without purpose. You are seen, you are loved, and you are being carried into something that will bring light into your life in ways you may not yet fully understand. What if just 7 seconds a day could completely change your financial future? A recently uncovered CIA-linked document has revealed a powerful brainwave ritual that everyday people are using to break free from debt and attract real wealth. Backed by research from 4 neuroscience labs, this simple at-home method is helping people manifest new homes, luxury cars, financial freedom, and dream vacations faster than they ever imagined. Thousands are already using it, but there is a catch. This information may not stay online for long. If you are seeing this right now, consider it a sign. Click the link in the description and comments before this secret disappears forever. That strength is not something you created on your own. It was placed inside you by a loving hand that knew every step of your journey long before you walked it. The presence of Jesus has been gently shaping your heart through every trial, even when you could not see the purpose behind the pain. There were times when everything around you felt uncertain, when the ground beneath your feet did not feel stable, and when you questioned how much more you could endure without breaking apart completely. Still, you stood, even if it was with trembling hands and a weary heart, and that kind of strength carries a quiet beauty that is often overlooked. You were not expected to be perfect. You were only held together by grace that never abandoned you, even in your lowest moments. Type yes to affirm. That simple step of faith reflects something growing inside you, something that is slowly learning to trust again, even after everything that has tried to shake your belief. God never looked at your struggles as failures, and He never measured your worth by how strong you appeared on the outside, because He saw the deeper truth within your heart. He saw the tears that no one else noticed, the silent battles that never made a sound, and the courage it took for you to wake up and keep going, even when everything felt overwhelming. That kind of endurance is not small, and it is not forgotten. It is cherished and held close by a love that understands you completely. Jesus does not turn away from broken places. He moves closer to them, bringing a gentle healing that restores what felt lost. There is a quiet transformation taking place within you, one that may not be loud or obvious, but it is real and deeply meaningful. It is like a soft light growing stronger each day, reminding you that your story is not defined by the moments that almost ended everything. Those moments were chapters, not conclusions, and they have shaped you into someone who carries a deeper understanding of love, patience, and compassion. You have become someone who knows how to stand even when the world feels uncertain, and that strength will guide you into places you once thought were impossible. There is something sacred about the way God has preserved you, about the way He has protected your life, even when danger came close enough to feel overwhelming. You may not always understand why certain things happened, or why you had to walk through such difficult paths, but there is a purpose woven into every part of your journey. It is not a purpose built on pain, but one that transforms pain into something meaningful and powerful. Jesus walks beside you not just in moments of joy, but in every step, ensuring that you are never alone in the path you are walking. There are still moments when fear tries to return, whispering doubts and reminding you of everything that once felt too heavy to carry. But those whispers do not hold the truth, because the truth is that you have already overcome more than you realize. You have already walked through darkness and found your way back into light, even when it seemed impossible at the time. That same light is still with you, still guiding you, still reminding you that you are not the same person who once felt lost and uncertain. The love of God does not rush you or demand that you heal all at once. It gently allows you to grow at your own pace, giving you space to breathe and find your footing again. There is no pressure to be strong all the time, no expectation that you must have everything figured out, because your journey is held in hands that understand every detail of your heart. Jesus meets you exactly where you are, offering comfort without judgment and hope without conditions. This kind of love is steady, patient, and unwavering, and it will continue to carry you forward no matter how slow the steps may feel. There is a deeper peace beginning to settle within you, a peace that does not depend on everything being perfect or easy, but comes from knowing that you are held by something greater than your fears. It is a peace that gently reminds you that you are safe, even when life feels uncertain, and that you are guided, even when the path ahead is not fully clear. This peace is not something the world can give. It comes from a place of trust that is slowly growing stronger within your heart. It is a quiet assurance that no matter what comes next, you will not face it alone. There are blessings that are slowly unfolding in your life, even if they are not immediately visible or obvious. Sometimes they come in small moments of calm, in unexpected kindness, or in the simple feeling that things are beginning to shift in a positive direction. These are not coincidences. They are gentle reminders that God is still working in your life, still bringing light into places that once felt dark. His timing is not rushed, but it is always perfect, and it brings exactly what you need when you need it most. You have been prepared in ways you may not fully understand yet, shaped by experiences that have given you a depth of strength and wisdom that cannot be easily seen. There is something ahead of you that will require that strength, something that will need the compassion and understanding that you have gained through your journey. You were not preserved without reason, and your life holds a purpose that is still unfolding with each passing day. Type 1212 if you walk by faith. That step reflects a willingness to move forward, even when the path is not fully clear, trusting that you are being guided in the right direction. There is a gentle reminder being placed in your heart right now, one that speaks softly but carries a deep truth that you need to hold on to. You are not defined by what tried to end your story, and you are not limited by the fear that once surrounded you. You are defined by the love that carried you through it all, by the grace that held you together, and by the hope that continues to rise within you each day. That hope is not fragile, it is strong and steady, and it will continue to grow as you move forward. Could a hidden CIA brain ritual be the missing key to wealth and abundance? A leaked report has exposed a shocking 7-second technique designed to reprogram the mind for financial success. Verified by 4 leading neuroscience labs, this simple daily ritual is helping ordinary people move from stress and debt into lives filled with money, luxury, travel, and opportunity. People who once struggled to pay bills are now experiencing financial breakthroughs they never thought possible, but warnings say this page could be removed at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments below to see why so many people are talking about it right now. There is still so much beauty waiting for you, so many moments of peace, joy, and fulfillment that have yet to enter your life. God is not finished with your story, and He is not done bringing healing and restoration into your heart. The road ahead may not always be easy, but it will be guided, it will be supported, and it will be filled with moments that remind you why you kept going, even when it felt difficult. Jesus walks with you through every step, offering strength when you feel weak and comfort when you feel overwhelmed. You are no longer standing in those same dark places, even if your mind sometimes revisits them, because your spirit has moved forward in ways you may not yet fully recognize. The hand of Jesus has been leading you gently out of those shadows, guiding you toward a place where light feels more natural than fear. There is a quiet healing that has already begun, even if it does not always feel complete or fully visible. It is like a slow sunrise within your soul, where each new day brings a little more warmth, a little more clarity, and a little more peace than the day before. This healing does not rush, it does not overwhelm, it simply grows at a pace that your heart can hold, allowing you to breathe without the weight that once pressed heavily on your chest. God understands every layer of your pain, every hidden wound that others could not see, and He is carefully restoring you in ways that honor your journey rather than erase it. You have carried burdens that were never meant to stay with you forever, and there is a gentle invitation being placed before you now to begin letting those burdens go, little by little. It is not about forgetting what happened, but about releasing the hold that those moments have had over your heart for so long. Jesus is not asking you to carry everything alone anymore. He is offering you a place where you can rest, where your soul can finally feel safe enough to release what it has been holding on to. That kind of rest is not weakness, it is a sign of trust, a quiet surrender into a love that is steady and unchanging. There were times when you felt like no one truly understood what you were going through. Times when your pain felt invisible, as if it existed in a space that no one else could reach. Yet even in those moments, you were seen, deeply and completely, by a presence that never turned away from you. God was there, not distant or silent, but close and attentive, holding every piece of your story with care and compassion. That kind of love does not overlook suffering, it moves toward it, bringing comfort that is gentle and patient, allowing healing to take place without pressure or fear. As you continue to move forward, there will be moments when you notice a shift within yourself, small changes that feel almost unnoticeable at first, but carry a deeper meaning. You may find that certain fears no longer hold the same power, that certain thoughts no longer weigh as heavily on your mind, and that a quiet sense of peace begins to take their place. These are signs that something within you is changing, something that is growing stronger with each passing day. Type 1919 to receive miracles. That simple act reflects a heart that is opening itself to the possibility of something greater, something that goes beyond what you have experienced before. There is a deeper understanding beginning to form within you, an awareness that your life is not random or without purpose, but part of something meaningful and intentional. Every moment you have lived, every challenge you have faced, every tear you have shed, has been part of a journey that is shaping you into someone who carries light in a world that often feels heavy. This light is not something you have to force or create. It naturally grows within you as you continue to trust the path you are walking. It is a reflection of the love that has been poured into your life, even in the moments when you felt empty. You are not the same person you once were, and that change is something to be honored, not questioned. You have grown in ways that cannot always be seen on the surface, but are deeply rooted within your heart and spirit. There is a strength within you now that was not there before, a quiet resilience that allows you to stand even when life feels uncertain. This strength does not come from trying harder or pushing yourself beyond your limits. It comes from the presence of God within you, gently guiding and supporting you every step of the way. There is something ahead of you that will make sense of everything you have been through, something that will bring a deeper clarity to your journey and show you that none of your experiences were wasted. It may not come all at once, and it may not appear in the way you expect, but it will come at the right time, in the right way, bringing a sense of peace and understanding that you have been longing for. God does not leave stories unfinished, and He does not allow pain to exist without purpose, even when that purpose takes time to reveal itself. There are still moments when you may feel uncertain, when you may wonder if you are truly moving in the right direction or if you are strong enough to continue. In those moments, remember that you do not have to rely on your own strength alone, because you are supported by something far greater than your doubts. Jesus is walking beside you, not ahead where you cannot reach Him, and not behind where you cannot feel Him, but right beside you, within reach, offering a steady presence that you can lean on. Imagine discovering a 7-second ritual so powerful that it could help erase debt and attract wealth almost instantly. According to a leaked CIA-backed study, this little-known brainwave technique is already transforming lives around the world. Supported by 4 neuroscience labs, the method is said to train your mind to attract money, success, and abundance naturally. From dream homes and luxury cars to unforgettable vacations, people claim their lives changed after using this simple practice. The shocking part? This information may be taken down soon. If you want to see what everyone is talking about, click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. There is a gentle encouragement being placed in your heart to keep moving forward, even if the steps feel small and slow. Progress does not always look like big changes or dramatic shifts. Sometimes it looks like simply continuing, simply choosing to believe that things can get better, even when you cannot see how. That choice carries more power than you realize, because it keeps your heart open to the possibility of healing, growth, and new beginnings. It allows you to remain connected to the love that is guiding you, even when the path feels unclear. You have been given a gift that cannot be measured by the world's standards, a gift of endurance, of compassion, and of a heart that continues to hope even after everything it has faced. This gift will not only carry you forward, but it will also touch the lives of others in ways you may never fully see or understand. Your story holds a light that can bring comfort to those who are still walking through their own dark moments, reminding them that they are not alone, just as you were never alone. As you stand in this moment, there is a quiet assurance surrounding you, a reminder that you are exactly where you need to be, even if everything does not yet make complete sense. You are being guided, you are being supported, and you are being prepared for something that will bring a deeper sense of peace and fulfillment into your life. There is no rush, no pressure, only a gentle unfolding that is leading you into something beautiful. This is not something random or temporary. It is the gentle work of God, restoring parts of your heart that were once tired and worn down by everything you had to endure. Jesus has been walking with you through every step, even the ones that felt uncertain, and now you are beginning to feel the quiet result of that presence. There were moments in your life when it felt like everything was slipping through your hands, when no matter how hard you tried to hold on, things kept falling apart in ways that left you feeling empty and confused. Yet even in those moments, something unseen was holding on to you, refusing to let you fall completely, refusing to let your story end in those places of pain. That unseen strength was never far from you. It was guiding you through every storm, even when you could not see a way out. You may not have understood it at the time, but you were being protected in ways that went beyond your awareness. Now, as you look back, there is a deeper understanding beginning to form, a realization that you were not abandoned in those difficult moments, but carried through them with a love that remained constant and unshaken. God does not leave his children in the middle of their struggles, and he does not walk away when things become difficult or uncertain. Instead, he moves closer, offering a quiet strength that allows you to keep going, even when everything feels overwhelming. That strength is still with you now, still guiding you, still reminding you that you are not alone. There is a new sense of awareness growing within you, one that is helping you see your life from a different perspective, one that is not defined by fear or doubt, but by hope and possibility. You are beginning to understand that your past does not have the power to control your future, and that the things you went through were not meant to hold you back, but to shape you into someone who can move forward with greater wisdom and compassion. This awareness is not something you need to force. It is unfolding naturally as you continue to walk in faith and trust. Type 2323 if you agree. This simple step is not just about words. It reflects a heart that is recognizing the truth of what has been happening within you, a heart that is opening itself to the understanding that your life is being guided in a meaningful way. There is something powerful about acknowledging the growth that has taken place within you, about recognizing that you are no longer the same person who once felt lost and uncertain. You have come further than you realize, and that progress deserves to be honored. There is also a gentle invitation being placed before you to begin trusting yourself again, to begin believing that you are capable of moving forward without fear holding you back. This does not mean everything will suddenly become easy, but it means you will no longer face challenges with the same sense of helplessness that once weighed you down. You have been strengthened through your experiences, and that strength will continue to grow as you move forward with faith. Jesus is not asking you to walk this path alone. He is walking beside you, offering guidance and comfort with every step you take. There are still moments when uncertainty may rise, when you may feel unsure about what lies ahead, or whether you are truly ready for what is coming next. In those moments, remember that you do not need to have all the answers right now, and you do not need to see the entire path clearly in order to take the next step. Faith is not about knowing everything. It is about trusting that you are being led in the right direction, even when the way forward is not fully visible. That trust will carry you further than fear ever could. There is a deeper peace that is beginning to settle within your heart, a peace that does not depend on everything being perfect or predictable, but comes from knowing that you are supported and guided. This peace is not loud or overwhelming. It is gentle and steady, like a quiet presence that stays with you even in the middle of uncertainty. It reminds you that no matter what happens, you are not facing it alone, and that you are being held by something greater than your fears. Type 2020 to claim miracles. This step reflects a willingness to receive what is being prepared for you, to open your heart to the blessings that are slowly making their way into your life. Miracles do not always appear in dramatic ways. Sometimes they come quietly, in moments of unexpected peace, in small changes that bring a sense of relief, or in new opportunities that begin to unfold. These are signs that something good is taking place, even if it does not always feel immediate or obvious. A shocking CIA document just revealed a 7-second brain ritual that some people say is changing their financial lives overnight. What makes this different is that 4 neuroscience labs reportedly tested the method and confirmed its unusual effects on focus, confidence, and money attraction. People drowning in debt claim they are now attracting unexpected income, luxury cars, dream homes, and once impossible opportunities. The strange part? This information keeps disappearing online. If this video found you, do not ignore it. Click the link in the description and comments now before access is removed. There is something beautiful ahead of you, something that will bring a deeper sense of fulfillment and joy into your life, something that will remind you why you kept going even when it felt difficult. This is not a distant or unreachable future. It is something that is already beginning to take shape, something that is slowly becoming real with each step you take. God is not delaying your blessings. He is preparing them in a way that ensures they will come at the right time, in the right way, and with the right impact on your life. You are not forgotten, you are not overlooked, and you are not without purpose. Your life carries a meaning that goes beyond what you can see right now, and that meaning is being revealed to you in small and steady ways. You have been preserved for a reason, and that reason is connected to something greater than anything you have experienced so far. There is a plan unfolding, one that is filled with hope, growth, and a future that feels brighter than the past you have walked through. Let yourself rest in this moment. Let yourself feel the peace that is gently surrounding you, and allow your heart to trust that everything is moving in the right direction. You do not need to rush. You do not need to force anything. You only need to continue walking with faith, knowing that you are being guided every step of the way. Jesus is with you, not as a distant figure, but as a close and loving presence that understands you completely.